So I'm not even gonna look at that. I'm gonna throw it back. If you go too fast and smush them, you just bought it. Would these be the rarest or the most expensive fish on the farm? This is a marmalade cat Uliborni. Its colors are perfect. We call these heads and tails. They're an egg sac with head and tail on them. He wanted us to say, if I cuss, will you mind? Who the doesn't eat Xtreme?
What's going on, aquarium builders? We are down in Homestead, Florida today, visiting Florida Exotic Fish Sales. They've been here for 54 years, and right over here I have Rick, the owner of it all, who is going to walk us through the entire facility, show us how they take care of them, how they breed them, what they eat, and what husbandry types of processes that they have here in place.
500 feet from here is the Everglades.
No.
Don't correct me on film. Gee.
Well, because if I don't correct you on film, let me tell you something. If I don't correct you on film, somebody is going to say to them, you're full of crap. We know where your farm is. It ain't. Now we're surrounded. This is not my property. Our property is the fence line. Those are avocado groves. There's lychees back there. My whole farm used to be a lychee farm up to here. We've been tearing them down over the years. But anyway, if you're filming it, fine. If you don't want to, fine. These tanks right here have certain types of fish in it. And I was going to show you how, well, you know, I'll show you some of the stuff they do. Like, you're gonna watch this. No, they're multi-cats. So now, and the amazing thing is, you know, if you were to put your hand in there, in that flower pot with that many fish in there, you know they're going to poke you. But if I had 5 of those pots in there, they would only stay in one of them. And they never poke each other. How in the world is that? I mean, look, I want you to look at something. They're going to rush back in there. Watch this. Now, is that incredible? And I'm telling you right now, if I put 2 more flower pots in here, they would not go over.
They're so cute.
Yeah, they are. Now, these are the cuckoo breeders. You know that. You know what a cuckoo breeder is. We breed these with host fish.
Okay.
So what happens is the host fish breeds, all these guys come running out, lay their eggs amongst them, and then these hatch in like 3 or 4 days, and they eat the eggs inside of the mouth of the other fish. That's why they're called like a cuckoo bird lays its eggs in another nest, and then you know. Where's my nano? Who moved my nano? Like these babies right here. These were popped 315. So these guys will get nano. These are Demasoni in here, and they were popped 315. So these usually get 1.5, and then these are albino travasis. So you can see that, you know, this food is just like it's super attractive to them. When it hits the water, they're out here. And there's other fish in here, for example, that people say won't eat this food, but I don't know if the guy's fed today. Like, so let me go over here and see if I get these guys to eat. They may have fed them today. I don't know. These are southern, you know, blue eyes. But they'll find the food. And another thing about these fish, too, believe it or not, they get used to 1 or 2 people come up the tank. When 5 people come up the tank, they act differently. They consider it something weird's going on. So these are dwarf blue neons, but everything eats is food. When people, I had a customer named Dave up Aquarium Adventure in.
Oh yeah.
And he kept telling me, you need to quit saying to people, will this eat Xtreme? He wanted us to say, if I cuss, will you mind? Yeah. Who the doesn't eat Xtreme on the fish? That was his thing, was because he would call us and tell us there's fish that absolutely should not eat this food. Wild fish that come in that should not eat this food, and they eat it.
And what do you got going on here? Like, it drips down and then drips down again.
There's dove eyes in here.
Uh-huh.
There's all kinds of stuff under. If you drop a fish and it bounces in there, you hear whoop, because dove eye nails it. And they just live in here. There's the water goes here, goes outside, goes around the entire farm, percolates back to the ground. We pick it back up and use it. We call these heads and tails because they're an egg sac with head and tail on them. So wow. He took these yesterday. Or is it 27th was yesterday? He took them yesterday.
He takes them where?
I'll show you how he takes them. So out here, for example, Let me show you this tank here. These are fish we're holding to eventually sell. Now what I want to show you is, I don't know how familiar you are with Africans, cichlids, but this is what I'm talking about, where everybody has to have, when I say everybody, I'm talking the fish. They have to have the right color for what they are. This Taiwan reef in the wild looks like that. Okay?
Wow.
He's got the red anal. He's got all those colors, are his natural colors. So that's all coming from Xtreme. One pellet.
One pellet does all that.
Yes, it brings all the color out because that's what it's set up for. Now this is an albino Taiwan. See?
He only got half a pellet.
No, what he's albino. This is the real one, and an albino came out of him at one time when we got it.
Got it.
So now we breed this. This is called a tiger hat. This is a better tiger hat. Now it's called a tiger hat because of the stripes. It's got all these down here. This is how they attract the female with these fake egg spots
Okay.
when they're breeding. And this is a tiger hat. The color, again, the colors are perfect for this fish.
That's still one pellet?
Well, not
pellets.
No. I'm talking about we only feed one pellet.
Formula.
The one formula.
Oh, okay.
1.5.
Right, not one pellet per time. We throw a handful of this crap in.
We forgot where we got 6-year-old Peter. Go ahead.
This is a marmalade cat Filaborni. Its colors are perfect.
Like that one.
So in other words, what I'm trying to tell you is,
Are any of those holding?
no, they're all males.
You're going to teach me how to do this, right?
Yes.
But I think I'm going to need a bigger net because I brought my own.
No, that's not going to work for you. Where did you think you were going to? A fish farm.
I thought I was catching babies.
No. Oh, you might do that in a while, but let me show you this. Here's how this works. Ready?
Okay.
If you notice, every tank has a screen on it. Here you go. Take this net.
Okay.
Now, what you're going to do is go slow and easy.
All right.
When you get to the other end, this net is made
Now, one cichlid should be on the right
to
side.
fit this. No, they're going to get by you. They get by me. If you want to try to catch them all, you just kind of keep doing like this. But when you get over here in the corner, just kind of bang it around and get as many as you can to leave, and then you don't have to catch them all.
I'm feeling I'm going to be good at this.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
What's it now?
Put a bet on it.
My one question is, do I have to pay you for today?
No.
You know what? Well, I had a guy here.
You can decide
How
what
many
you want
years
to pay
ago,
me at the end
babe?
of the day.
A guy here 20 years ago, and he worked for me. I gave him a check for $1. And I run to, his name is Joel. He runs a big place up in New Jersey. Every time I run him to a show, he pulls out of his wallet that check made out to him for $1 20 years ago. He hasn't cashed it yet. Put this hand up.
Okay.
Put that hand here, right here.
All right.
I see. Now you see I control the net. Okay, now come around the corner. Don't worry about catch. Don't try to catch them
Oh,
all.
I already got one that got to the right.
And the thing of it is, if you go too fast and smush them, you just bought it.
Okay. I want to see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, babies.
Not bad, not bad.
Look at this.
Yeah. Now what you do is you turn the net.
All right.
You hold the net the other way so that you can put the stick over there.
Okay.
So now let's suppose I said to you, hey, I want 2 Taiwan albinos and 2 Taiwan. Then you go, okay. Well, here's a regular Taiwan. Here on
That's a regular one.
Now I'm going to put it in the bucket. So now, so you can reach in there and grab one and throw them.
That's not the bucket. No, we got to start
I know. But I really don't need these right now.
Oh,
Yeah. So you might have to get them up against the.
here we go. All right, here's your albino. You go.
That's
you
right.
like them? Okay. There you
That's
go.
right. They're in the bucket. Well, because let me just tell you something. You're catching a borley eye.
Up in the air, you'll get like 20.
That's a red-fin borley eye.
Oh, you didn't ask for this guy.
Yeah, that's okay. It's a
I
red-fin
could have
borley eye.
sworn you did.
Yes.
We'll just rewind it later. I'm pretty sure he asked for this.
And you know what? Here, when I put it back when I'm doing videos here, here's how I do it. I'm doing this, and people go, "You're flipping the fish." But so what? They flip themselves.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're gonna kiss it.
He seems to like me a little bit more than you already.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
He does. Now let me tell you what this area is. This area is mainly a breeding area.
Okay.
Now all of our smaller vaults. Let me get by here, and we'll move down the line. Now, when I'm talking about little steps,
Are they really?
you don't want to step on that and slip. I'm not sure if they check. Glenn, just in case somebody's holding, would you get me a bucket? This is a frontosa that
Oh wow, that is good color.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So let me see if he's checked these and if anybody's holding. I'd like to know what he hasn't checked so that I could take them there. Like, for example, that's a male. And I'm going to tell you why in a second.
Okay.
See, the first hole is for elimination. The second hole is where when they breed, the sperm comes out. A female, on the other hand, see how the first hole is for elimination? See how big the second hole is? That's for the egg. See the egg spots there on the anal fin? When they're breeding, the female, they're doing a circle. The female drops the eggs, the male passes over them, wagging his tail like that to her. She's biting it there, and she's
his tail.
just going at. She thinks it's eggs.
Oh.
So he's letting out sperm, and that's how they do it.
Tricker, huh?
It's trickery. When was the last time you checked the multi-cats?
We're gonna need to know when he checked them, how he checked them, and how many he found.
And why did he check them? You notice every bit of water on our property has fish in it. Mollies, guppies, whatever. We purposely keep them there as mosquito control. Mosquito guy came out one time and said, "You got too much water, mosquitoes get big." I said, "You find me one drop of water doesn't have a fish in it, and I'll worry about it." But anyway, breeders. We go through them once, like I said, we go through them once every 7-8 days and take all the babies out, and then we move the babies around. This is some areas where our water goes, and it flows through. And this water lily showed up here. There's 12, 14-inch, 18-inch dove eyes in that tank. And this is the scourge of these egg layers. I can't keep these ram's horn snails out of here. These little turds. They come up the sides. They breed like crazy. But these are boucherai. So they're going to lay their eggs under those things, and then the babies are going to come out. We're going to grab them.
So you don't like the snails?
I like them, but I don't. They're no benefit to me. If we were checking this, legitimately checking this, all that stuff would be gone, because I don't want to be dealing with it in the net. And all it is just algae. This time of year, the algae's growing like crazy. Now, you also may notice we have all this green stuff growing. People say, "Why don't you clean it up?" Why should I? There's got lizards living in there. There's all kinds of creatures living in there. I don't care. They're not bothering me. But let me see if anybody's holding. Yeah, there's people holding. There's fish holding in here.
Got a bunch of good ones on that. I think you're getting better at this, Rick.
You know, I was watching you do it. Now, there you go.
Oh, there they are.
So these we will not take.
You don't want to take that.
These are straight eggs. So when they come out to do these, pick it up, hold it like this, and you're going to gently put your thumb under there, and you're going to gently push. Okay?
All right.
Well, they're not holding.
There you go.
You're trying to be you're trying to be too gentle.
I know.
You don't want. You're not going to crush her.
Reading the reviews
unless
lately.
if you're not going to crush her, kill her by going like this. That's not going to hurt her. And some people say, "See that I'm pushing pretty hard,"
right?
And that's not going to hurt the fish. And people say if you do this once, they'll never hold again. These fish have been breeding for half a year, so they get used to being handled. And they just, they absolutely don't care. Now, when we first started, we used to do like this. We used to push a little bit, grab them like that, and open up and look. Too much time.
Yeah.
Because when you're checking this many fish on the farm, you can't afford to go around being so
shy
sick.
about it.
Now, if you look down, let me show you something here. Okay, so let me tell you how just looking down, how you tell that looking. You see? Can you see?
Yes.
Tails flared out. So I'm not even gonna look at that. I'm gonna throw it back. I'm gonna pull out of here. I'm gonna push. And look what that's got in it. We call this popping. Some people call it stripping.
Yeah.
Push it open, put it in here, and shake.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
Is that heads and tails?
That's we call this. These are swimmers.
Oh.
When they finish here, they'll have a bucket full of, and we'll have 2 buckets here. There's the male.
Okay. You're responsible for all this?
I don't do it.
No, he doesn't do it.
You're not. You're doing good. And if you're bothered, if it worries you, put your fingernail in that.
Oh, look at
Pop
that.
them. You got to squeeze them enough to come out. You're doing good. I'm gonna have to give you $2. Would these be the rarest or the most expensive fish on the farm? Rarest or most expensive? Rarest, okay. But these are red bulu petrichromas.
I can see how intense that orange is.
Yes, yes. Little babies on these to stores are, 1-inch babies are 18, 20 bucks. There's only 2 males in there, and all the rest are females, and they're being, they chase those females all day long to breed with them. This is called a seine net. I'm a right-handed roller, so I'm going to start like this, and I'm going to start rolling. Once I get to the end of it, now it starts coming up. See how it's coming up? And I'm going to keep twisting this because I want it straight.
John, you learned how to roll in college.
Yes. Oh,
I
yes.
can see the technique.
Andy and I were the first people in America to bring directly fish in from Lake Malawi in 1972. And we named fish as we wanted to. Like there's I don't know if you ever heard of Pseudotropus kennyi, but we named that after a guy that gave Andy's wife a horse. His name was Kenny. That's how scientific we were. We have a fish called
Uranus.
I named one Uranus just to see if people would ask for it. Euranus. And then we had another one, Avanti, after my friend Studebaker Avanti.
Yeah.
And we named all these fish, and they've remained this. I won't change the names.
The VC10.
And now the VC10, our exporter called up and said, we got a new fish coming. And we said, where is he? He says, on the VC10, which is an airplane. Yeah. Now it's got a new name, Hap Malomo now. I'll be damned if I'm going to call it that.
No, I'd stick with your guns.
So you're going to put it here like this.
Okay.
You're going to hold like this.
Yeah.
One arm, and you're going to aim it that way. Aim the tip of it out, and you're going to stay on the wall and on the bottom.
Yeah.
See the bottom? Tap it.
Yep.
So you don't come out. Now I'm going to go around these pipes.
Can't do that.
So they won't go in the pipes. We're going to end up down there at the other end. And when we get down there, before we come up, we're going to start rolling the net, tightening it up. So I'm going to do that so you won't have to do that. So I'm starting to roll.
You going counterclockwise or clockwise?
No, I'm tightening up the net. You're tight. Yeah. Keep that. See now the tip? Don't let the tip come off the bottom.
No.
Okay, now when we get to the wall, we're going to pull against the wall. And oftentimes, Glenn, for example, if we're doing this, don't come up yet. Glenn's going to reach down there and hold it at the wall.
He's going to grab the middle.
Yeah, and pull it up. Now we're coming up slowly, and we're not going to rip them out of the water because we don't want to hurt them. So we're going to come up, and we lost that many fish, see?
Yeah, they came over out on your side, though.
They did.
Yep.
No, did you see when they came out?
Mm-hmm. Right when he grabbed?
Yes.
He grabbed in the...
Yes. But now we got enough to...
Third tertiary.
We at least caught the 2 males, so let's show you them. Red bulu petrichromas.
Hey,
He's breathing heavy because of all the females that are in there.
that is
It's amazing,
the
isn't it?
man right there. Wow.
Now, something interesting about this fish is that they eat the whole time they're breeding. Down here, they get this little place right there, and they actually hold the eggs there, and they continue to eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then when we're finished, what we do is we turn the net like this. And we kind of raise this up, dump them out.
Yep.
Now, most of our fish, we either raise fish in small vault quantity or big vault quantity, depending on the fish. Like gold libidinochromis, which we sell thousands of. They're over there probably at 8x16, which we'll go take a look at.
You said you started this facility in 1972 or 73?
Or,
1974.
yes.
But that looked like at least 65 years of rolling skills. And so I'm just curious, what were you rolling before you started rolling?
Well, I started off, to learn the technique, I would hold certain things like this and roll them like this.
Roll.
And lick.
Yes.
You have to lick it though, right?
At the end, you lick it.
Yeah.
But I never have licked the seine. These are albino species, albino of a species. So these are not a hybrid. Some people said albinos are hybrids. No, they're not a hybrid.
Whoa, look at the bright one.
Yep, that's the male.
You're doing all that work by yourself, huh?
Well, what I'm imagining is he's an incredible male of this variety.
He looks like an incredible male.
So we don't want him, we're this time of year we're whipping through the tanks because this is the time of season that they're starting to breed. So we're whipping through, making sure the tank's set up properly. Now, if you look, you're going to see this is that. For example, there's one right there holding.
Yeah.
See the flare jaw?
You're not supposed to tell me.
Now you're holding it up perfect for popping them.
You know, can you believe that one guy that works for you popped all these fish when he knew you were going to pop them now?
Where is he? There he is, right there. Yeah, he did. But all of these, see the little dove eye there?
Yep.
Well, there's 8-10-inch dove eyes living in here, everywhere.
Come in and they
Yeah.
eat all the babies?
They eat everything.
Dude, what jerks.
But you'll also notice we got the big old mollies too. And then right there's a convict cichlid. See it?
I see the convicts.
Yep.
The convicts are basically running the whole place.
The convict will beat the crap out of that.
Yeah.
There's a bigger dove eye up there. Just went under the vault. So this whole row is Synodontis breeders. And they're inside, right now the adults are inside, they're inside the pipes, right Tony? Yeah. And everybody on the farm has a group of fish they breed. Tony's got some of the higher end Tanganyika.
Mammal.
Yep.
They're more interested in anybody holding with babies. And I see a female right there holding it at the top part of the tank. Are they not holding?
It should be. I left eggs.
I see one or two are for sure. You gonna pop it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
You see which ones are catfish and which ones aren't? Catfish with the squiggly tails. And they're usually strapped onto an egg unless they're at that stage, Tony. So put them in the other bucket, then I'll show them what's going on. And you don't have to check them all. We're just doing it. Now, there's younger ones, but there's still no eggs here.
They ate them.
You think you got any that are attached?
And it's the same size, but there's no egg. There's no fish egg.
These have already destroyed all the Eureka Jake babies, eating them all.
But
Do you see any baby? Yeah, see the little teeny wee babies? Do you see the little teeny catfish babies, the little yellow things swimming amongst the other eggs?
Yep.
They would eat all those eggs.
They will.
They're going to attach to them and eat them, but when he shook them, they let them loose. Now, those bigger catfish right there, if we don't take them out of there, they're going to eat those little catfish. So what's happening is this.
Yeah.
The catfish are living inside of that pipe.
Yep.
As soon as they smell in the water, peacocks breeding, it lets off a scent.
Yeah.
They come roaring out.
Yep.
They come running in there and they lay their eggs amongst the other fish's eggs.
Right.
The other fish pick up the eggs plus the catfish eggs. Yeah. Now they're holding in their mouth their eggs, plus some eggs are going to hatch in 4 days. Peacock eggs don't hatch for 7 or 8. Yep. So the little ones immediately hatch, attach themselves, and they eat them all up.
And what you want is the catfish.
What?
You make a horror movie about that?
Yeah.
And let their babies in there to grow up?
The baby could say, I started off as a cannibal. That's what the babies do.
Disgusting.
That's pretty bad.
But just think about it. The cat doesn't have to take care of the babies. You know, a cuckoo bird does the same thing. It lays an egg in, it hatches faster, kicks the other eggs out.
It's like zero responsibility fathers.
That's right.
And mothers.
That's right. That's right. If you could step across this mud without stepping in it, that's cool. If you be careful though. I like to feed. If I'm feeding our frontoses, I'll show you. I'll wet it, make little balls, and throw it. Because the frontoses, if you're not careful, will come up out of the water to eat, and they'll suck air. And then they'll get swim bladder problems, and then they'll croak. We like the slow sinker because that's where it gives it. When we fed the mush, what would happen is you'd have clump of mush here, clump of mush there, and pretty soon you'd have maybe several size fish in there because the bigger ones would start getting at it faster than the little ones. But now that it's pelletized, everybody gets an opportunity to get at it, you know. But we use baby cereal.
Wait, do you want this on film?
Sure.
I didn't know if this was like secret.
This was before
stuff.
industrialization.
Okay.
Baby
I just
cereal.
didn't want to be doing anything.
No, anything I'm showing you, I don't care. Let's just suppose this is my red product, krill. And let's suppose this is my spirulina product. And let's suppose this is my other product. So let's suppose my vitamin C. Okay, then I'm putting it in there. And then I'm not good at this because we haven't done this in many years. Imagine we're doing this in an 80-quart pizza dough maker. Because that's what we're doing. And we're putting it in there. And then I'm going to add some water. And we're going to start making the mush. I need some more nano. Okay. Now,
That's really amazing that you use the baby cereal, because that's the whole thing for when you use it for babies. Is
Yeah,
you want
it
to
was the
thicken
best-
up the milk
it-
and they sleep through the night.
it was the best binder we had.
Yeah,
They had something called
Natural.
neutral binder,
Yeah.
and we didn't like it.
yeah.
So we used to buy baby cereal, and the grocery store would buy it for us.
Yeah.
You know,
In bulk.
100 cases.
Yeah.
Now we would make it a lot better than this. So then now imagine this, we're feeding this farm. So now we got this chunk. So instead of just being able to throw a bunch of fish, we're gonna have to go like this. Break off a handful and kind of do it and throw it to the fish. Now they're not used to seeing this, but they'll find it. These fish, these are probably gonna eat a little more aggressively. But again, they haven't seen this food. They have no idea, what is that? They're wondering what that is. But once they find it, they'll go down there and they'll start pounding on it, and then you'll see a little cloud develop around it. Well, that cloud is the nutrients being lost in the water. Well, with the pellet, there is no loss. And I want you to imagine how long it would take to feed a farm like this. You know, because we'd probably have 12 of these made up, and then we'd go around and do it. You know, I mean, and throw it. And like these guys, for example, they're probably going to eat a chunk. To the left?
Yeah, remember the pond.
Holy crap. Uh-oh, I just threw my last bit of food. Can you get it for me? I can't lean over. If I do, I'm going to fall in the tank. Where's the actual pellet, Glenn? But this, I mean, they're just frenzied. I mean, they're coming out of the water to do it. And this, all this is right here is a tank of pseudos that you just saw over there in those blue tanks that have gotten out of hand. By that I mean they've outgrown it. We just keep piling them up in here. Then we sell these as assorted 3.5 inch pseudos. Buca chrome. I mean, this is what is Buca nototania, right? Pretty amazing, huh?
That's nice and blue.
Yep. There's very few females. There's no breeders, right?
Yeah.
These are breeders too? Do you check these? When we have a one species tank, then they'll come out here and check these guys, the babies. You probably checked them recently, and I don't know if anybody's holding. These are regular pseudos.
Wow.
So you probably got 6 or 7 varieties in there, and all those grow at the same rate.
Awesome. Good.
As opposed to the specialty ones.
Stay tuned for part 2 of the video where we feed giant dovey living in the pathways of the farm and to get a hold of some of the most beautiful frontosas we've ever seen. The tour isn't quite over yet because we've saved some of the best for last. We'll see you on the next Aquarium Builder.